Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the Kensington Palace, London. Visiting the palace and the gardens, where Prince Harry proposed to Meghan, is a very pleasant way to spend the day. However, this palace provides limited access to visitors, unlike the other four royal palaces in London, since part of the palace is being used by the royal family. There are sections of the self-guided tour that has a commentator available to share the history of some of the beautiful rooms. A stunning palace still in use by the royal family, so you might catch a glimpse of one or two of them. It's a relatively new palace, and still occupied by members of the royal family, although their side of the palace is out of view to the public. You'd need a maximum of half a day for a complete visit inside the palace, but then you could spend the rest of the day in the vast gardens, which are completely free to visit. As it's connected to gardens and two parks, you can take a lovely stroll to burn off any scones you may have eaten. Do visit the Talk on Queen Victoria. Great to find someone with such a passion for their subject, and willing to engage with the public. The castle ground itself is mostly pay to enter, but there is a small portion housing a cafe and gift shop that is free entry. The new exhibitions that opened on May 24, 2019 are good, but the Victoria, Woman, and Crown is in a relatively confined space, and they let too many people in. This overcrowding was exacerbated by placing some of the exhibit information close to doors and passageways, and down relatively low, which resulted in bottlenecks and blockages. Lovely grounds, informative, friendly staff, and free access to the cafe and gift shop, if you just want tea in the garden. Kensington Palace is a royal residence set in Kensington Gardens, in the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea in London, England. Today, the staterooms are open to the public, and managed by the independent charity Historic Royal Palaces, a non-profit organization that does not receive public funds. The offices and private accommodation areas of the palace remain the responsibility of the royal household, and are maintained by the Royal Household Property section. If you can hear the guide talk in the Red Room, you'll be more excited to see, and will be able to contextualize the displays that follow. Visiting hours are shorter in winter, so plan to make it a main event for the day as a family visiting, rather than squeeze it in amongst other places nearby. Lovely spot to visit either as part of a stroll around Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens, or to feel the buzz of royalty nearby, as the current home to Will, Kate, and their kids. Royal Palace is a must-visit for tourists while in London. The area surrounding the Kensington Palace is crowded because of the views and looks. People flock to the area every day, and especially in the summers like now. The palace is amazing from the inside as it is from the outside. The entrance fee is £21. The building is in need of decorating, and perhaps some repair work, but the surroundings are breathtaking. The lake, gardens, and park. The famous and iconic palace where a prince and princess of England live, thereof also lying very wide natural park with green grass and trees, pond, lively birds. Inhabitant is its backyard. They have the best parks, Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens, with lot of must-visit places like Princess Diana's Park, Serpentine Gallery, and lot more. You can spend a whole day with family or friends, take your pets for long walks, and connect with the nature. One of the best tours of London's history. It's a must-do. Definitely make time to visit the sunken garden after the tour, and the tiaras are unbelievable. Hats flew off once the heli took off, and they stayed where they were, and waited till the heli was gone. They had a nice Easter hunt where the child was rewarded in the end with a small Lindt chocolate Easter bunny. This is where one can explore the replica dressmaker's workroom plus the tailor's shop. The staterooms were added by William III and Mary II. If you go at the right time, they have storytellers who explains the history of the UK monarch and government really well, and they are really funny people too. Beautiful place for a walk or relax. There is the Kensington Palace, and you can enjoy the Kensington Garden, which is beautiful. Kensington Palace is a royal residence set in Kensington Gardens, in the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea in London, England. Today, the staterooms are open to the public, and managed by the independent charity Historic Royal Palaces, a non-profit organization that does not receive public funds. The offices and private accommodation areas of the palace remain the responsibility of the royal household, and are maintained by the Royal Household Property section. The gates pictured are the now famous gates, where thousands of wreaths were laid, as a tribute to Lady Diana, the People's Princess, after dying in Paris in a tunnel car accident. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and leave your comments below.